Initially this week, when we asked Ezekiel Elliott about needing to prove something, he did a great job dodging the question, like the best of Zeke has for much of his 6-year NFL career dodge tacklers. Do you, the Dallas Cowboys running back was asked, have something to prove? Simple question. And Zeke's first answer, artful dodging. Oh, I think every year we got something to prove. And of course, that's a great answer, but it's a nifty avoidance of the obvious point of the question. So the questioner came back again. Yeah, Zeke. But what about you personally? And Zeke, to his credit, said, yeah. Do you have something to prove? Yeah. Personally, yeah. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys, as we wrap up a second session of OTAs and continue to be impressed by the way Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard are used together in this offense, and impressed with Ezekiel Elliott's handling of this very sensitive issue among the many that he's dealt with this week, his contract being among those, and then, of course, the usage of Tony Pollard in tandem with him in the backfield, another one. He's completely comfortable with both subjects, not dodging anything about those subjects. We'll get to a couple of those here in a minute. But good for him on the subject of needing to prove something, having something to prove. Because is there any point, any purpose, any swallowing of pride reason in not admitting the obvious and not conceding the obvious? Zeke is still just 26. 2 rushing titles under his belt. His performance, of course, is the subject of contentious conversations between fans the last couple of seasons. Once a fan favorite and a top 5 running back in the league without question. Well, now there's some question. And while some continue to think that Pollard is a better option, the Cowboys, I believe wisely, are saying, no, we have 2 good options. Let's find a way to do both. Others think that Ezekiel Elliott needs to be run out. That's not the way NFL finance works. There's an escape hatch after this season, and Zeke acknowledged that. He says, I control what I control. I focus on what is in the near future, not really worried about what's going on after next season, unless you want to talk Super Bowl. Then I'm concerned myself with that. Great answer. The escape hatch, you know all about. The numbers from last year, still had 1,000 yards. You know about that too. The back of his knee injury sustained in October, as we were first to report. You know about that as well. But all in all, last year wasn't good enough. And Zeke, despite being limited by that knee injury that he fought through, is aware of that. That doesn't mean that the injury frustrated him. It does mean that the Cowboys finish a first-round playoff ouster. That frustrated him and frustrates him still. I'd say, if anything, Zeke says, it was the most frustrating thing just because we had a great year and then we didn't do what we needed to do once we got to the playoffs. That was the frustrating part. But he's healthy now, looks fine. So is Dak Prescott, who also looks fine. Those 2 factors, Elliott believes, can help Dallas prove what it needs to prove. Quote from Zeke, we've got to take advantage of this time being healthy. This time that we're allowed to get this year. This time that we're being allowed to have this year. And we've got to make the most of it. So yes, Ezekiel Elliott has something to prove and knows it. And good for him. Fish out.